Welcome to my channel and welcome to episode 1 of Operation Transformation, where I'll be sharing health and fitness related information with you every Friday, whether it be a workout, a recipe, or just some general information. So today I'm going to be sharing a way to make breakfast for 7 days in no time at all. Let's get started. So I'm going to be showing you how to make oat bran. It's actually really filling. It's more filling than oatmeal, and it has more protein, and you can actually eat more of it for less calories. So that's why I love oat bran. I'm using this scale here that I got from Amazon for only like $14. So I'll put the link in the description below. I like to use these mason jars. These are the wide mouth mason jars. And instead of using those tops that rust, I got these, and I believe I actually got them at Walmart, and they were only like $3 or less, I believe, for a pack of 8. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this on the scale, and I am actually gonna put in 80 grams of oat bran. You can use more or less depending on how many calories you're going for. But the first one that I'll be making is actually this is actually a gingerbread recipe that I kind of made up. You know, I don't have exact measurements. I'll show you roughly what I'll be working with. So you're gonna take cinnamon, and you can use Ceylon cinnamon if you're looking for a little bit more purity as far as in cinnamon goes, but I'm just using a regular cinnamon right now. I put in a little bit of ginger, and I tell you, I don't really measure these, but I'm gonna tell you that it's probably going to be around the size of this right here. It's a 1/4 teaspoon. You can also, you know, as far as in cinnamon, I do use more cinnamon just because I like that cinnamon type taste. So I'm gonna be using nutmeg right here, just a little bit of nutmeg. And then I'm also gonna add in a little bit of this lemon extract. Just a tiny little bit, all right? And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in, I don't add a lot of this, but it's going to be a teaspoon of blackstrap molasses. And you should be using blackstrap molasses because it has more nutritional content in it. It has, it's got, let's see here, it's got more calcium, more iron. It's actually a really good source of iron and calcium, like 20%. So, you know, anytime you can get something that's a little bit more nutritious, go for it. I'm gonna also be adding in a very small amount of pumpkin seeds. You don't have to, you can use a little bit more if you want to. And for this version, I'm making this cold, so I'm gonna be soaking it overnight. What I'll be doing is, for protein, you can actually add in, this is gonna be 1 scoop of plain whey protein powder. And also, you can add in, I have some stevia, and I use this stevia right here. It is, this is by Wisteria Natural. I can't seem to get it to focus for you guys for some reason. That's kind of weird, but there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little of that in just because I like things a little bit sweeter than the teaspoon of, and probably not even a teaspoon of molasses that I used. Okay, so what I'll be doing is just taking this and covering this up. You can actually store this in the refrigerator, or because there's nothing that's going to spoil right now, you can leave this out in your pantry or whatever. Now, if you want to soak this overnight, you can actually use some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Basically just fill it up to the very, very top right here and sit it in the refrigerator overnight, and you can enjoy it cold that way. One thing to remember about whey protein is if you're gonna heat it up, I would put the whey protein in afterwards. Otherwise, it's gonna be kind of clumpy. When you heat whey up, it acts kind of weird. So just keep that in mind. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'll do this a couple different ways for you guys. Super easy. So again, we're just gonna put in 80 grams again. And you can do this with all of them just to like knock it out really easy. So you've got that there. Zero the scale again. And then just a little bit more. All right, you do this with each one. This does not take very long. Obviously, since I'm explaining this, it's going to be taking me a little bit longer. But when you really get going, you can actually knock these out like really quick. This does not, I mean, you can get this done in like 5 minutes. So you just lay everything out on the counter and you just start filling everything up. Again, make sure you put the scale on 0 every single time. But this is super easy. I mean, and this way, when you're getting ready to head out the door, you literally can just take one of these, you know, and just put this in your lunch bag or whatever container that you guys take with you to work. And I'm gonna show you another version too. I did not put the ginger and all those other spices right now because I wanted to show you guys how to make a peanut butter version. So what I will be using is, I do weigh the peanut butter as well. I actually will be using this right here. I love this brand. I just found out about it. It's the same type of peanut butter that I always talk about that I love, Georgia Grinders. And this is actually one of the few peanut butter powders that I found on the market that doesn't have added sugar in it. I don't know why people keep adding sugar in things, but I feel like it's unnecessary. I just want the peanut butter and a little bit of that salty taste. So I'm gonna be putting roughly, let's see here. For this one, I'm gonna be putting about maybe 10 grams, maybe a little bit more. Maybe about 10 grams of peanut butter powder. And for these, I'm actually just gonna sit this. I'm not gonna put the whey protein in. I'm gonna be making this one for my husband. So the whey protein will be added later, just because I know that he's gonna want his warm. So then we take another one of these. See how quickly you can knock this out. I mean, if you don't want to weigh it, you don't have to. But I am just really picky and I like to keep track of my calories. I would definitely suggest that you guys do the same, especially if you're trying to lose and even if you're trying to gain. Sometimes people have a really hard time gaining weight. I only wish I had that problem. But, all right, so we've got 3 of those, and I think that's enough for him. I'm gonna put, 4 of those, all right? And so for him, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be adding in some chia seeds, and I'm just gonna roughly, I'm not gonna weigh them. He can actually have a little bit more fat than I can, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically have a half a tablespoon of the chia seeds in each one. And it goes by super quick if you just do it like this and not measure. And for him, we're also gonna put in some stevia. There's no sweetener other than the stevia, so we might be a little generous as far as that goes. And I might even at some point add a banana. Super easy. I like to keep things really easy and quick just because sometimes I just don't have time. So what you're gonna do with these is you're just gonna put these tops on and we're gonna store these in the pantry. It's just an easy way to make breakfast. And I will be making one more gingerbread. You can get creative with this too, you know, just change some of the spices around. You know, if you want cloves in yours, you can put cloves in yours. You can put dried cranberries in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna make another one, just a little handful here of the pumpkin seeds and a teaspoon of the blackstrap molasses. All right, and a little bit of ginger. You can even do a pumpkin spice one and add in some pumpkin puree. That would be like really awesome. And a little bit of nutmeg and a little bit of this lemon extract and then stevia. Now this one I'm actually going to be heating up, so I don't think that I'm going to add the whey protein. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this and just put that in a separate little container. But you can, like I said, you can enjoy these cold. That's what I'm gonna be doing with this one. I already have the whey protein in there. You literally can put almond milk in this all the way up to the top, like I said, sit it in the refrigerator overnight, and you take it out, you mix it up, and you are done. Thanks so much for joining me on this first episode of Operation Transformation. What type of breakfast do you guys like? Do you have any meals or any type of things that you would like to see me make or prepare? And any type of workouts, just let me know in the comments below. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and as always, share. I will see you guys next time.